Lisa Yates and Fiona Ross from Fit are in with one final set of pelvic floor safe exercises. Ladies, welcome to the last day.
Thank you.
So what we're going to focus on today is how do you know whether your exercise regime is pelvic floor friendly?
Okay. So first of all, it's about knowing whether you need a pelvic floor friendly exercise regime. Certainly if you have any symptoms of pelvic floor problems that we've talked about, like leaking or the heaviness, or if you're unsure, then it's always important to go and see a health professional to get that diagnosed. But while you're waiting to see them, in the meantime, if you're exercising, it's a good idea to decrease the impact of your program. So if you had been running or lifting heavy weights, try an alternative form of exercise such as swimming or walking, or more low impact core exercises like we're doing today. Yeah, and if you're not sure and you want some guidelines, the New Zealand Continence Association have put together these lovely brochures. One of them is for fitness instructors that they can use, and the other one is for anyone attending a gym. And it's got some suggestions about how to make your program more pelvic floor safe and friendly and less likely to cause you problems.
So how can people get hold of these? Because I know they're free.
They just need to go onto the TVNZ website, and there's a link there to the New Zealand Continence Association, and they'll send them to you for free. They'll even send you multiple copies if you want to keep them in your gym or in one of your businesses.
Oh, that's excellent. So it's got a lot of good advice in there.
Fantastic resources. Yeah.
All right. So for our final day, shall we get into a bit more of our pelvic floor friendly exercises?
Absolutely.
You can take it away.
Let's come back on the mat.
Okay.
Thanks for the music. So we all like doing press-ups, don't we, Sarah?
My personal favourite.
So come down onto your hands.
So sit-ups, press-ups are okay?
Press-ups are okay as long as you can gently lift your pelvic floor as we go down.
Okay.
And you don't need to go all the way down to the floor. We can just take it in stages. So make sure your shoulders are away from the ears, head looking down towards the floor. Just gently think about lifting that pelvic floor and slowly coming down in two. And I want you to think about your shoulder blades coming together and then slowly push up for two. So if you go all the way down, that's the hard bit to get from the bottom up. So maybe just go halfway. Let's come down for two.
You can follow me for the easy version.
And gently up for two.
I wish I could. I'll have to do the hard one.
So make sure, Sarah, you keep your hips up just a fraction more. And you think about just gently lifting that. That's better. And now gently come down. That looks 100 times better. That's lovely.
And what does that do by having your hips up a bit more?
It stops putting any little pressure on your lower back, but as long as you're thinking about using your pelvic floor muscles as well. So we're going to make it a little bit fancy. We're going to do one little press up, Sarah. And then we're going to flick our knees behind us, and we're going to reach out to the side. So we're kind of working obliques. Think about pelvic floor. A little bit of balance on that one arm. Come back to your press up.
I find those press ups hard, I have to say. Was that normal?
It is hard. Women are generally weaker. Let's go to the other side. So flick your knees behind. That's it, and reach up. Lovely. And again, come back to your press up. Press ups are definitely harder for women.
Really hard, I'm going to do a much easier version.
Oh, okay.
You can leave your bottom in the air.
Oh, I see.
And gently come over to the side. Well done, Sarah. Let's try one more time. Okay. Little press up. And gently come over to the other side. Now, because it's the last day, Sarah, we're going to have a little bit of fun, so I want you to stand up. And as you get a little bit stronger with your pelvic floor, you need to include a little bit of balance.
Okay.
So we're going to need to be quite close, because we're going to be passing the ball amongst us.
No, terrible.
So you're on one leg. You're on one leg.
All right.
Chest up.
I'm going to do the basic. I get to stand on two legs.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, every person that gets the ball has to touch the floor with the ball on that one leg. I'm going to pass it to you. Woohoo!
Can't believe I caught it.
Gently holding that tummy in, pelvic floor. We're coming down towards the floor, tipping from the hips. Great balance. And you're going to pass to Lisa.
Lovely.
Woohoo! Excellent. And again, gently holding tummy. We're staying on that one leg. We're going to touch the floor.
Even though we haven't got a ball.
Even though we haven't got a ball, we're just still practicing. And so Lisa's going to pass it to me. Let's change sides.
Okay.
So we're on the other leg. So keep that knee nice and soft. Gently think about lifting that pelvic floor and tip from the hips, coming down towards the floor.
This is a gentle way of challenging your pelvic floor, making it work a little bit harder.
If you were on your own, you could do the same thing. Let's come back down towards the floor. And you could just pass the ball against the wall. So you would do the same thing.
Looking at the wall.
And you can pass to Lisa. Excellent. One more time.
But it's fun if you have a training partner.
Absolutely, yeah. Or if you're doing it with your kids, you can kind of do it with your kids for a bit of fun. Well done, Lisa. And Sarah, come and grab your bands.
All right.
We'll do one last exercise just to finish.
Just 30 feet.
Is it 30? Standing on the band. I'm going to turn side on. We're going to lift her up to the ceiling, and we did a bit of press-ups for her chest. We're just going to finish and work into the back. But again, think about lifting that pelvic floor and squeezing those shoulder blades together, head looking down, and your back kind of looks a bit like a ski slope.
Okay. All right, right, we'll have to leave it there. But that has been so brilliant this week. Thank you so much, ladies. I've really enjoyed it. And I've learned a lot, and hopefully a lot of people at home will have as well. Thank you very much. And we have 5 copies of Fiona and Lisa's Fully Fit the Core and the Floor DVD to give away today. Just tell us what Fiona and Lisa's focus has been this week if you didn't know. Post your entry to the address you can see on screen, or you can enter online by following the links in our competition area.